Magical thinking is when you believe that because you want it, it is so. And because you project it onto this person, it is your true twin flame. And because you really believe this person next to you to be your twin flame, you can have a twin flame business and speak to all these people in a way that is about your union and what you experience and how important that is. And that they have to do these things as well that you come up with. That's all magical thinking. Magical thinking comes when you're in your ego. Magical thinking comes when you are projecting. It comes when you are in your ego personality and you're hope thinking, desiring, wanting that it is all so. It is narcissistic in nature. And that is also because it is actually in a high percentage, how do you say, high degree, when you are a child, at the time when your narcissism is still being integrated in a full personality, in which it later on is only a normal element of it, but not more than that, except from when it goes wrong, and then lots of personality problems can occur with narcissism, right? It is a normal part of being a child, and actually also very creative, like wondrous and beautiful. But it goes wrong when you still have it as a grown-up and you think that that's how you can do the twin flame journey. And because you have some ideas of some beautiful truths that just seem so pink cloudy, it doesn't make them true. And the most important thing why that doesn't work is because it's only part of your thinking, it's only part of your ego, it's only part of your personality, it's only part of a very small part of who and what you actually are, and of the part that is about wanting and getting your way and making it all be how you want it, and sort of fantasizing this world in a way that you hope that it functions and whatnot, and projecting roles onto other people that they are supposed to be projecting back to you in a role play, as if life is one big theater game or in a movie all day long. That's where that ends with magical thinking. And it can be really sad, because you're essentially bullshitting yourself. And a lot of them are also bullshitting people on YouTube. That's a big problem. And people that are susceptible for bullshitting, they fall for that, and in en masse they listen to that as well, because it just satisfies a certain magical thinking part of themselves. But that is not what the twin flame thing truly is about. That's not what true twin flame is. It's not what harmonious twin flame union, the consciousness state, is. It's not how the divine truly organized your reality. You're just sort of lost in a very particular dream about reality. In the true twin flame reality, what you can do is invoke miracles, which is inviting the organization of the divine reality in which you're already one with your true twin flame and in union, to invite that to come into the physical life. That's a miracle. And what you can do is work with ritual magic, magic things to invite that miracle, if that works for you. But the miracle needs to be true. You need to, with that magic invocation, create space in yourself, in the world. Truly give space by taking your ego out of things, by taking your thoughts out of it, your ideas away from it, so that you can allow the miracle to come true, to come through from the heaven on earth place where the divine has created you, and in your twin flame unit is already true, to come into the world where we're physically now, where you're hoping that it takes place. And you have to take your magical thinking, your ego, your fantasy, your projection away. Withdraw it for the divine organization to come through with a miracle. And if you can do that with a little bit of a magical gesture, then that can work. I do even have a reading in which there are suggestions for some magic that you could work to invoke that miracle, the true miracle. And there are specific kinds of magic that may be helpful for you. And that is the creative identity reading, in which I give you suggestions for your own magic to invoke that miracle that is your union, that comes live right now out of the divine. It's like divine live. It's like a live YouTube video from the divine itself. That's your union. And magical thinking is putting your false twin flame next to you on a not live YouTube video and play a theater game with them as if it's very deep what you're having there because you're discussing so deeply about psychology. Well, if that's happening, then you know that that's not it. And the real deal is a live YouTube video from heaven. This is just an example. Don't take this too literally, but yeah. But there is magic possible that invokes the YouTube video from heaven that is live to come forward. That is possible. So let me give that to you in the creative identity reading that is specifically geared to individually you. That can really work for you. So there is a large difference there. And a lot of people, they do magical thinking, but it is about twin flames. I hope that it exists. I hope that this is him. Yeah, me too. I did that too. I mean, my twin flame journey was true. It was real, and I knew it was real, and it came out to be real, and it was real after all the time. But for a large part, my brain, my thinking, my ego, my personality, my actions, my consciousness was in the realm of magical thinking. And that's why for the longest time it did not come true. It did not come true in the world. Because there was still this, well, the YouTube connection was not live with heaven. Was not live yet. I wasn't live yet. It was true all the time, but it wasn't live. We weren't live. We were just hoping and thinking and fantasizing. That's magical thinking. That doesn't work. That's narcissistic. And that's also where twin flames get their bad rap. And that's well deserved. Because so many people are spouting nonsense about it on the internet. Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's right. It's true. It works. No. So we need to sort of bridge the gap between magical thinking and magic to invoke miracles. So I think that you need to understand that it's not about what you think and hope and want. It's really about something that is much bigger than you and much more true than that. It is really about, your union is a thought in God. You cannot influence that. The only thing you can do is make sure you step out of the way so that it can be given. It's much bigger than what you can project onto another person. It's much more close by and intimate than a theater play of two people playing relationship as roles that are projecting on each other, in which you're actually like living out your childhood trauma or something, your unresolved childhood desires that you had with your parents. It's much more true than that. It comes from a layer where your absolute core is located. And you're inviting that in your daily life. And that is possible. And that is beautiful. And I advise that. Just don't mix things up. And, maybe it will help to go a little deeper into what that truth is of the love that we're talking about, instead of the magical thinking. In the Twin Flame love game that we're going to play real soon, maybe you should just take part. It's going to be 5 days of all kinds of exercises that you can download. We'll have a Facebook group for you to come together with participants and ask questions. We'll have a Zoom in which you can come in and be social with each other. We'll have a lot of things for you there to experience different kinds of that true Twin Flame love. So I completely recommend that. It's for free. And you'll find the link to opt in the description box below. I need your name and your email address, and then you're in. And things will just unfold from there. Check your mail. It'll be awesome. You're very much invited. I hope to see you inside this love game. It'll enlighten a lot about, the difference between the magical thinking or the magic to invoke miracles and make your union come true. Because that is the place where also your love becomes real. Your self-love becomes real, because everything starts with the self-love. But you need to connect it with the true you, that at the core is one with the divine. That's where things get real. And you're not a puppet anymore. You're not a muppet. You're not a projection. You're not a role. You are connected to the truth. And that's a kind of self-love that is really essential. And you'll experience more of that in the love game. So, see you there. And I hope this helped. Much love from Petra. On Monday, 18 November 2024, we start the 5 elements of the Union Heart love game. It is a free social media game And it takes 5 days with a bonus day afterwards as well. And in it, you'll start to feel more about what is the twin flame love that it's all about, that is so core to what brings you towards your harmonious twin flame union. And it starts with touching on self-love and different approaches of that. We'll especially this time be researching what the 5 elements of the union heart really are. And that is the water approach, the air approach, fire, earth, and the etheric approach. And that is going to also be talked about in my social media. Because there are elements of this social media game that you can, via getting the mails, you get to go to the page where you can download your exercises for 5 days and 1 bonus day. But there are also other things like the social media images, and messages and stuff that I will be doing, social media videos. And we will also be gathering together in the Facebook group that is dedicated specifically to the people in this game. You will also be experiencing a live video together as a social meeting among each other to talk about how those experiences of the exercises of the 5 days have been for you and where you came in your heart, in your 5 elements of the union heart, where it brought you. Yeah, I'm very curious what it will do for you this time, and I hope to see you inside of it. To be able to partake, I need your name and your email address because it will be led through email. So the link is below. Click it, give me your name and your email address, schedule Monday, November 18, and the 5 days afterwards, approximately an hour or more if you like per day. And yeah, just be sure to schedule that you know that that's when we're starting, right? And I really hope to see you inside, and I'm very curious what will come out for you at this time. So yeah, see you then. Much love from Petra.